number 2 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Rebels will kick it away to start us off. Coming out with it, it's Lewis. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
On the ready.
They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. He'll take it himself. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Vols line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A low line drive and short kick. This punt will be down just inside the 40-yard line.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
Ready,
Offense set on first down.
Lizzie. Jackrabbit.
The give to the back. Running with power. At midfield, he's got room. He's loose on the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lewis. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end.
Go
On second down, just keeps firing. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season. You're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Makes the grab on the left side.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Okay,
The
ready?
Vols will have it 1st and 10.
Easy.
From the gun, running back gets to give. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you, too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it, and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And, coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Carrier.
On second down, he'll let it fly. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
On third down, going up top. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on third down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
Absolutely perfect. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Man, that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. They'll try to get it through the air. Gets it out fast. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Here's the punt, and it is not a very good one. A short, and he doesn't field it cleanly. It's loose. First down to start the drive after the break.
Cut it.
Quarterback checking the play.
Here we go.
Looking to move it through the air. Shoots it to the left. And they're not on the same page there.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
They'll line up for a second down play.
Down. Flare. Flare. Lion. Ready.
They go to the ground. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Read up. Hey, Cam. 29 Philly.
They'll ride the hot hand. Pushing ahead, a tough run. Picks up 4. It's down at the 15.
Ready?
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. 691. Gator Spark.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Razor. Set. Ready.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Ready.
Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal.
Moves. Yankee blue. Flip. Ready.
Tries again to get it in. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend, don't break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
This is a money play on 3rd and goal.
Lizzie.
Quarterback will audible.
Here we go.
Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Lets it fly. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lewis. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Ready, set.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Go!
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one.
Ready up.
It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting first and 20. He wants to throw it. Feeling some heat. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. And the Vols come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on second down. They're trying to get to him. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And nobody able to feel. As it rolls out of bounds.
Okay, ready?
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning.
Longer. Ready.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to throw on first down. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10.
Squirrel, squirrel. Timber, timber.
Dropping back, it's Ellington. Hit as he throws. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
Black 24. Black 24. Ready, ready.
They'll try the run. On the move at the 30. He's loose down the left side. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back.
Ready, ready.
First down here for the offense.
Cut, cut, cut. Easy. Let's.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers.
Acorn.
He's back to throw on second down. He's got it. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Hornet. Check. Ready.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. The sure hands, it's Wiggins. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. So you think quarterbacks are all about glory. How about taking that shot and getting rid of it just in time?
He did a great job hanging in there, being tough, and more importantly, I think, as a quarterback surveying the field, looking downfield, nothing open, making the right decision.
Scanning the field, it's Ellington. Get it out on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal.
Green 25. Rita.
They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Ready.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
Razor.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Floating away. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Ready up.
Just enough time for one final play in this half.
Last. Here we go. Ready, go.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Got it.
The Vols getting set on 1st and 10.
Convoy. Down. Go.
To the ground, he's got it again. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Volunteers will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he coughs it up inside the 20. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Vols! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking downfield, it's Ellington. Using the quick game. At the 45 on his way. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Comes out throwing on first down. Quick strike complete. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Get set! Get set!
Fires into traffic, picked off. Bringing it back. At the 30. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tennessee. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Ohio State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Back to throw, it's Ellington. He's got his man. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll throw it on first down. Snags it over the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Easy. Roll it.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets away from one, finds some space. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Looking to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Looking to pass, it's Ellington. Throws to the tight end. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Slab. Ready, go.
The give to the tailback. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line.
Cobra. Go.
They're going to ride this running back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Okay.
The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. And the Vols moving quickly to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his man. It's Lewis.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
The Vols have pushed it inside the 20. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Gorilla. Gorilla.
A designed run for the quarterback. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Ready.
Lining up to convert third down.
Gaucho. Gaucho. Down.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
On the ready.
Final play of the quarter coming.
Here we go.
On third down, he drops to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defense denying a big play as we've played 3 quarters. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Cricket.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. The Rebels have enough for the 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Lasso. Lasso.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Dino. Set.
To the air, it's Ellington. He fires one deep down the right side.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5.
2-9 Philly.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line.
Arrow.
Looking to throw on 3rd. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Razor. Terrier.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the catch, he's got enough. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their...
Nothing but green ahead. He's at the 10. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape. So the offense definitely taking care of their business.
He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Ready?
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee.
Spider! Ready, ready.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Fires to the big fella. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Get there, get
And the
there.
Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw for it. He'll pull it down and run. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Man, this is an offense that's going to find a way to generate explosive plays because of their playmakers at the skill spots. But how about the speed by this guy and his ability on third down to extend, scramble, and go get a big pickup and chunky yards for his offense?
He wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Marshall. Oh, big juke to get past. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Ringo!
The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field.
Griffin!
And on the heels of that last big play now, you'd love to keep the momentum going and score quick. How about staying aggressive, try to throw this thing into the end zone?
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
24.
After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again?
Gorilla! Pilot! Pilot! Ready?
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Jefferson. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
Acorn! Acorn!
He's looking to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry.
On the double.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Ready?
And the
set.
Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Green 25. Griffin. Gaucho.
Now from inside the red zone. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Quarterback keeps it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Quarterback keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming.
Lion! Ready.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught close to the marker. It's man. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Ready up.
The Vols trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
Flare! Easy!
The option look. Touchdown Volunteers! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. SMU is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 21 to Ohio State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Got it.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
They got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Okay, ready?
Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Coming after him. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Okay.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Quarterback checking off.
Slab. Tuna.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Ready?
Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down.
Auger. Cobra. Squirrel. Ready?
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Got a lot of running room. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down one score, gotta have it right now. Steps away to find some room. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the end zone. And that ball is picked off. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football, getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able.
Oh, there's the ball. Scoops it up, still a live ball. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. He's going to pass. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Caught near the sideline, it's Dickey. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.